Hi, this is Shamil, Search for Common Ground. The global community of peace builders on the front lines of some of the most difficult and dangerous conflicts in the world that I'm honored to represent ended 2024 facing some tremendous challenges in places like Israel and Palestine, in Sudan and elsewhere, and yet closed the year very strong in terms of the results of what they were able to achieve. If you saw our impact report that we put out recently, you saw significant results in some really difficult and challenging contexts. Across the board in all the places that we worked, we saw a 61% increase in people's sense of agency. They're feeling that they can actually do something to improve their lives, their children's future. There's a 38% drop in polarization, people believing that violence is a necessary tool to use. And all of this, sadly, is running countercultural to where the world is going. There's less hope, there's increasing polarization. So for my colleagues and the partners we work with to drive those results in some of the most difficult places around the world was really extraordinary. And it's not just statistics, it's in the human stories of the change that we're able to make. We had a rapid response fund that we were able to secure last year to support women-led efforts in conflict zones, so that when violent conflict was brewing or when a crisis had broken or an opportunity had opened up, we could move resources really quickly to the front lines. And we were able to do that for women-led initiatives in 20 different countries, including in Sudan, where this helped get the only delegation of Sudanese women who were allowed to attend the official peace talks that happened last September in Geneva, was the delegation of 14 Sudanese women who we were able to support and prepare to get there. And they were credited by the negotiators with having a direct impact on the one real breakthrough that happened in those peace talks, which was opening a humanitarian corridor to the part of Sudan where a famine had been declared. I think it's fair to say that those women Sudanese activists saved thousands of lives just in that alone. So this is how we finished 2024. And then we came into 2025, and in January, we had the unprecedented US foreign aid freeze that immediately cut our legs from under us. Almost 40% of our committed funding for the year was gone overnight. And the impact was real and profound, and not just in dollars. It was on real programs and real people. That Rapid Response Women's Leadership Fund that we had run and gotten pushed out to 20 different countries in 2024 is one of the things that was cut coming into this year. And so we're in the middle of making some strong strategic pivots as an organization so that we can not only get through this period and survive, but really be even more effective in a world of much less foreign assistance from the US and possibly other governments. We are developing a leadership academy so that we can not only continue to run the programs that we run on the ground in as many places as possible, but where we can take the lessons learned from those frontline leaders and support and coach and mentor and advise other leaders who are really struggling today to deal with polarization, to integrate the common ground approach into how they drive change in their communities. That's already gotten uptake with the Obama Foundation partnering with us in February of this year to train all of the Obama fellows. We are changing our operating model so that we can significantly reduce costs and enable our peace builders on the ground to be freed up as much as possible from the operational management challenges and have operational support in regional hubs supporting multiple countries at once so that we can ideally both reduce costs but free up the peace builders to do what they do best, which is peace building. And finally, we're shifting our funding model. We're moving away from this over-reliance on government funds towards our goal of becoming 50% philanthropically supported and 50% supported by institutions by the end of 2030. So that's a big goal over the next 5 years, but the most important part of that is in this first year of getting this started strong. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We've been able to retain a lot. Not all has been lost despite these huge cuts. And we want you to join us now. I want you to join us now to make sure that all is not lost. Now is the time to support our organization, to contribute what you can, and to ensure that extraordinary peace building that our teams have been able to do in the face of momentous odds is not undercut by something as, frankly, unfortunate and silly as a lack of funding. So please join us and help us do this. Thank you.